Welcome to Golden Software's demonstration video for Surfer 9 Part 8. In this demonstration, I'll be discussing some of the functionality available in the Surfer worksheet. Surfer contains a worksheet window to help you create, open, edit, and save data files. There are many functions in the Surfer worksheet, and I'll go over some of the more important ones. To create a new data file by entering information into the worksheet, go to File, New, Worksheet. This will open a blank worksheet and you could start entering data. If you already have a data file, you can go to File, Open, select the data file you want to open. In this case, I'll select the data file that I created from an area in California and click Open. The data file will automatically open in a new worksheet window. You have many of the common worksheet functions available to you under the Edit menu. You can cut, copy, and paste data. You can clear, insert, and delete cells. And you can find and replace data. Items under the Format menu allow you to format the cells, such as applying a background color and adjusting the cell size. The options under the Data menu allow you to work more thoroughly with your data and massage it to your needs. Surfer allows you to apply a transform equation to your data. For example, you can convert data units using a simple equation. You can calculate the log of your data, reverse the sign of the data, for example, make negative data positive or vice versa. Or you can apply an if statement to your data to apply a criteria and action. For example, to convert the z units of this data, which is in meters, to feet, go to Data, Transform. I'll enter the function d equals c times 3.2808. This tells Surfer to take the data in column C, multiply it by 3.2808, and then write the results to column D. If I only wanted to apply this function to certain rows of the data, I could enter the range of rows here under the first row and last row. I'll click OK and the data is populated. I'll type in a new header for this data. Surfer also allows you to apply a spatial filter to your data. This gives you the option of eliminating some of the data based on certain criteria. This is useful if you want to create a post map of only certain information. You can filter your data first, save it, and then create the map. For example, I'll go to Data, Spatial Filter. Let's say I want to eliminate all the data except for data that has a z-value between 500 and 1400 feet. I'll enter the data exclusion filter of z is less than 500 or z is greater than 1400. I'll verify and then update my input and output columns, A, B. I'll change this to feet. E, F, G are my output columns. And click OK. The data is populated in the output columns. The filter data is identified in the worksheet with the word filtered in the header. I'll go to File, Save, and save the data file. Calculating statistics is another function Surfer has that allows you to get the information you need from your data. Simply select the range of data. For example, I'll select this entire column by clicking on the column header, and then go to Data, Statistics. Select the statistics you wish to calculate by checking or unchecking these boxes. You can choose to have the statistics results displayed in a new window, or you can have them copied to the worksheet. I'll create the new window and click OK. The selected statistics are displayed. I could copy the results by clicking the Copy button and then paste them somewhere else, such as a Word document or as a text box in the plot window, or I can close the window by clicking on the Close button. Surfer will show you what columns in the data file are considered the X, Y, and Z data by displaying a little X, Y, and Z on the right side of the column headers. You can assign any three columns in the data file as the X, Y, and Z columns. There are two reasons why you would assign the column in your data file. First, if you assign the columns in the data file and leave the data file open in the Surfer worksheet, then the assigned columns are used as the default input X, Y, and Z columns when gridding or creating a post map. For example, I'll go to Data, Assign X, Y, Z columns, and assign the X, Y, and Z columns to be E, F, and G. And I'll click OK. Then I'll go to the Plot window and go to Map, New, Post Map. Select the data file from the list of the open worksheets and click Open. The post map is created. I'll double-click on the post map and see that the assigned X and Y columns are used by default. The second reason assigning XYZ columns is useful is with the Track Cursor command. One of the functions of the Track Cursor command is to highlight the nearest data point in the data file to the position you click on the post map. This requires that the XYZ columns be specified properly in the worksheet window. For example, first I'll close the Extra Sheet 1 window. Then I'll go to Window, Tile Vertical, so that I can see the plot window and the worksheet window side by side. I'll scroll over so we can see the map a little better. In the plot window, go to View, Track Cursor, and click on the post map near a point. That point will automatically be highlighted in the worksheet window. This makes it easy to find data points in a worksheet by picking them out on a map. But this only works when the X, Y, and Z columns are assigned correctly in the worksheet window. I'll maximize the worksheet window again. Surfer 9 adds a new functionality of being able to convert the projection of data in the worksheet. In this example, I'll convert these UTM coordinates to lat-long coordinates. To do this, go to Data, New Projected Coordinates. In the New Projected Coordinates dialog, the source X and Y columns must be assigned to the corresponding X and Y columns in the data. In this case, the columns are automatically entered correctly since I assigned the X and Y and Z columns previously. Click on the ellipsis button to the right of Source Coordinate System to enter the source coordinate system for the data. This is the current coordinate system of the data, which in this case is UTM Zone 10 NAD 27. In the Assign Projection dialog, open the Projected System section, UTM North America. I'll expand the dialog to see the entire coordinate system names. Find and select North America NAD 27 UTM Zone 10 and click OK. When you click OK in the Assigned Projection dialog, the selected coordinate system is entered as the source coordinate system. Designate the X and Y target columns where you want the reprojected latitude and longitude data to be entered. By default, the first two empty data columns are entered. Click the ellipsis button to the right of Target Coordinate System to enter the target coordinate system, which in this case is lat-long. In the Assign Projection dialog, open the Geographic lat-long category. Under this category are listed many different types of datums. You can choose which datum you want your lat-long coordinates to use. Most of the simple lat-long coordinate systems use the World Geodetic System 1984 datum. Select the datum you wish and click OK. This coordinate system is entered as a target coordinate system. Click OK and the coordinates in the designated source columns are converted and entered into the designated target coordinate columns. I'll add some additional header information. Use the File Save or File Save As commands to save the data. You can then use this new data to create a grid file and a map. This concludes my demonstration of some of the functionality in the Surfer worksheet.